So I got an email saying that the local Ducati dealer is having a demo track going over. So I figure I'll jump on my BMW, go over to the Ducati dealer and test a bunch of Ducatis. But let's get ready. Before we go, let's turn my adventure helmet into a street helmet by removing the peak and putting the plates over the holes. Once I made the helmet the way I want it, it's time to get my pride and joy and push it out of the garage so we can get going. So we're almost at Southern California Motorcycles, which is a Ducati dealer. Oh yeah, and we do have the Ducati truck. Let's go take a look. Okay, so this is the truck. You gotta go in and register on those computer over there with the model or girl over there. But let's take a look at the lineup. Let's go take a look inside. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Once you enter the showroom, to remind you that this is a premium brand, they have a few premium bikes to welcome you in. First of them all is the Desmo 16 RR. The next one over is a track-ready Panigale R. I actually met the owner of both those bikes and he seems like a pretty cool guy. Now, if we move on to the next, this one is a 1199 Superleggera. This bike as well is track ready. Last but not least, this is a custom bike. It's a 1299 Panigale S with a whole bunch of custom parts. This bike is actually for sale. But let's move on. Let's take a look at a section with bikes I could actually afford. A few Panigales, a few Hyper, and then on the other side a whole bunch of Multistrada. Enduro, 950, 1200, 1200S, and then let's go in the belly of the beast where they keep a bunch of Diavels. If you survive the Diavel dungeon, the next room over is reserved for Scramblers and Monsters. So let's take a look at those beautiful machines. The one that pops among all is the brand new Cafe Racer. I believe Ducati did an incredible job with this version of the Scrambler. But let's move on to the Monster, which has a special place in my heart. And among them there is my actual top favorite, which is the Ducati Monster 1200S. And you can tell because I made 3 passages at it. The next one over, for those more budget conscious, is the beautiful Ducati Monster 821 in Ducati Red. As I'm drooling all over those beautiful machines, I lost track of time and I forgot it's my turn to go ride, so let's hurry up.
We have a zero tolerance program. There are no wheelies, no stoppies, no slingshotting, no racing. Where's my Hyper? My Hyper hooligan. There's no off-road excursions, no jumping. You are in a group riding situation on public roads, all laws do apply, okay? We're gonna have Vince give you the quick spiel about what he expects out of you, what you should expect out of him, and then we're gonna get you on these awesome bikes and out on the road.
All right, thanks. How many of you have ridden in a group setting before? All right.
Suit up and we'll see you out there.
Thanks to the magic of editing, I was able to spare you guys 15 minutes of safety briefing. But let's go riding. First on the list is the beautiful X Diavel S. Now, I don't quite ride cruisers, but if I did, this would be the one. So let's get lined up and ready to go. It's going to be the classic stagger formation. Let's hope that the lead keeps a spirited pace.
Now, as anticipated, the ride is pretty comfortable. The engine is a pleasure. It pulls like a freight train. It feels lighter than what it probably is. All in all, I'm already liking this bike. We'll see that giant fat tire. How does it do on curves? Amazingly enough, the rear brake seems to be actually functional. This rear brake actually stops the bike. Come on, you can do it. Yep, right there. Okay, you can definitely tell that the rear tire is gigantic going around corners. At least the slow corner. Drop one. The transmission is pretty smooth. The gear go in and out with a very light touch. Neutral is easy to find. It's right there. I found it no problem. So far I haven't caught any false neutral in between gears, but we haven't been going hard at it, so I wonder if this thing has quick shift. The engine on this thing, it just goes da 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 dum and pulls. Look at that. That's an F800 Adventure. Is it joining in? That display somehow reflects an ungodly amount of sun. And if the sun is right behind you or right on top of you, it goes straight into your eyes. And there goes the F800. Once the sun is not shining right on it, the display is pretty readable. A lot of icons, a lot on the little display over there, but it's pretty cool that the display shifts and turns black when you're not in the sun. I wish the handlebar were probably inch and a half further back, because right now with the position of the feet I feel like I'm kind of reaching for them, but that might just be me not used to the cruiser position. It goes around corner pretty good. I mean, those are all wide sweepers, but I don't feel like I'm pushing it. It feels like the bike can actually take it, which is impressive. The bike in front of me, it's another Diavel. And look at the back tire on that thing. The freaking power out of this bike associated with the riding position. It's really intoxicating. I just want to give it. I just want to feel it more. Yeah. So So for all of those that are thinking about a cruiser, I recommend to actually look into the Diavel, because it feels pretty good. It pulls like a freight train, and if you only ride into the sunset, you don't even have the problem of the glare of the screen. So if you come from street bikes and you want to go cruiser, this might be one of those choices that are still a little sporty in a cruisery way. Oh yeah, finally.
I really enjoyed this bike, and it looks fantastic. But enough with the chit chat, let's move on to the Multistrada 1200S.
Okay, use this as the opportunity to feel brake clutch. I want you to go on the right hand side.
Okay, we have a very comfortable ride. The bike, needless to say, has plenty of grunt. It's a 1200cc from Ducati, so it pushes pretty good. Now the brakes, well, the rear brake is just like most other bikes. It's somewhat useless, but the front brake is strong, solid. I'll have more on that once we get going, hopefully a little faster than this. This bike has a quick adjust for the windshield. It goes up and it goes down. It's up, so we're gonna keep it down. Heated grips, cruise control. I don't think it actually, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have quick shift, which for the price should be standard. Now the bike has a pretty good engine. When I open up, I can really feel it. So far what I can tell, it's heavy but comfortable. Now I drove the previous Multistrada S, and the previous model, at least it felt a lot lighter. It felt a lot nimbler. Now riding position. I'm pretty straight up. My arms are not stretched and my knees are not too bent. It's a very street-oriented position somehow. I don't know if you guys know what I mean by very street-oriented position, but now there is a reason why the guys from Ducati that lead the group ride a Multistrada. They do it all day long, and if you're on the bike all day long, this is probably the best Ducati to be on. So in conclusion, I hardly tested the capabilities of this bike on this test drive. But what pops up is that the bike is heavy on tight turn and going around corners. I really need to get onto it to make it turn, so I can't really say it turns on a dime. If you're looking for something sporty, the sportiest thing of this bike is the badge. I know it feels like I'm bashing on the Multistrada, but I'm a Ducati fan and I'm a Multistrada fan, but I guess I like the old one better than the new one. Other than that, it's a comfortable bike. If you commute to work, it's probably the way to go. If you're thinking about going canyon carving, the bike will do it, but you're probably better off with a Super Sport with a little smaller engine, a little bit different ergonomic, and a little bit lighter bike.
All this riding, I worked out quite an appetite, so let's go grab a bite at the food stand.
Okay, those are my friends.
Yeah.
Luke and Vincent.
Yes.
So brand new friends.
What's up? Woo! Hey.
He's gonna buy a Panigale.
Thinking about it.
Let's see. He's gonna get rid of that thing to buy a brand new Panigale.
Make you cool by association.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a Diavel, which
Right over there.
Oh, that's yours?
Go ahead. Right
there you go.
That's
Oh,
an
there you
awesome
go.
exhaust.
There you go. So
That's the Tuminogi exhaust.
see, so as you guys can see, just like any other YouTuber, I'm balling it. I know people with money. So they brought out some cheese and whatever those are, taquitos,
No, meat.
This is
Rolled meat.
meat.
Like ham and turkey.
Right on. Meat it is.
I'm not ready to go.
Okay.
Not ready. I gotta go over there, I think, again. Yeah, like in 3 minutes. Tried that Monster 1200R.
Are
Oh
you
yeah.
gonna try to ride again? No.
No.
I don't think there are any spots.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I had it. I did it the last one.
We know who has connections.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he has juice.
If you buy a 30-grand bike, I guess you can take one more ride.
Yeah. They'll open the slot for you.
They open a slot.
So we got to the end of the demo day, and Vince is seriously thinking about buying the 959 right there.
Yes.
Oh, we got Brian down there giving him a super deal. And any of you guys that show up over here and say you watch my stuff, he's not gonna give you a discount because
Because you're not that YouTube star yet.
I'm not that popular yet. So that's it for today. Go check my website www.albezadv.com. If you like the video, like. If you love the video, subscribe. Dirt on, and I'll see you next time.
Awesome.
It's getting serious.